Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T26E5 Patriot. It's a Tier 8 American premium heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Cliff Encounter, and this one is under the command of Red Dog Alpha 1. It's the first replay in a 3 replay video. Game on! Well, the first thing you notice straight away as you see the barrel is it says, "We the people." And in fact, actually, that's the first 3 words from the Constitution of the United States. It says, "We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, and provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Now, it's a very American tank, actually, because it is basically one of the variations of the M26 Pershing, which, of course, the Americans built 2,202 of them, and it's actually a very good tank. It was originally in the game a long time ago, and it was a big favourite amongst many players for a long time. But then, of course, there was a drifting of the parameters, and well, Wargaming decided to buff the T26, and now it's back as a firm favourite because, of course, it's much more powerful than it used to be. Now, it's only armed with a 90mm gun, but it's capable of doing 240 alpha, and the normal reload time is 6.9 seconds, but you can see that Red Dog Alpha 1's got that down to 5.92. So 90mm round going down range every 6 seconds or thereabouts can do a lot of damage to the enemy. And it's got a really, really tough turret as well, incredibly tough. As long as you stay hull down, you can be very effective against enemy tanks. Now, there were Pershings in action in World War II, right at the end, but I suppose the Pershing actually came of age in Korea, because that's where it was also used. And of course, it was pretty effective against the T-34-85 that the Russians gave to the Chinese and also to the Koreans. The Russians did give the Chinese a battalion of IS-2s, but they never actually saw combat against any of the American tanks. As far as we know, they were actually in reserve divisions, but they were just never used. So they had about 50 of them, just not actually in action. But they certainly had the Pershing in action. And oh, that Emil just got reset by the enemy Arty. Now, the enemy Arty in this game is a Lorraine 155-51, so it's a 155mm caliber, firing in once every 22 seconds, 23 seconds. So the ideal thing here would be to actually pick a spot where you can't get shot at, and that's probably not the spot. Okay, that's the spot where he was in just then. That's the spot to be in. Arty firing. Yeah, he got clobbered this time and reset. And in fact, you notice how those tanks popped out. The moment that he got stunned, they tried to have a go. Now, the armour on the front of this vehicle, on the turret it's 190.5mm, on the hull it's 152.4. The sides of the turret are quite strong, 114.3, and at the rear 127. But it's actually the hull that's the weak one. On the sides it's only 76mm, and on the rear it's only 50.8. So if you're going to attack a Patriot, you either attack its sides of the hull or the rear. But if you try to get the turret, you've got to remember you're up against some pretty hefty armour, which makes it difficult to take down. Okay, Progetto, you can take that out. He's chasing him. Yes, nice. Good shot. And again, the good thing is the fast fire rate. He can fire almost as fast as the Progetto can load. So even though he's only a single shot, and the Progetto's an auto reloader, he can get his shots out on that auto reloader very, very quickly. And they're both 90mm armed. And you see, that's one of the things about the Patriot. People forgot that this is a single shot tank. The auto reloader is basically that. It's an auto reloader. It starts reloading the moment it fires. it can fire more than one shot fairly quickly. Well, it can fire a salvo, or not a salvo, but you know what I mean. It can fire it's 3 shots, and then it's down to a single shell every few seconds. Well, not few seconds. Then it's down to just about the same reload time as a standard Patriot with 1 shot reloading. Ow! Now that's a bit unfortunate. He didn't count on that VK100-01P there, and yes, a different kind of heavy tank, and he can't go between the rocks there. Ow! Took another one. Where did these shells go? Well, that one of those went through the upper plate, and the other looks like that's the Arty hit. But he can certainly take this VK down. 1 shot is all he needs. And he's down to a 1 shot now. Hello, Mr. VK. Do you fancy a shell? And we'll put it through the side of your turret if we can. Oh, he let this guy get another shot out of us. Oh, well, he's bounced anyway. Okay, so he's got another kill. With 3 up on the enemy, the rain has just given his presence away, so we know where he is and we can go and deal with him. But I kind of get the feeling that Red Dog Alpha 1's going to stick around and see if there's any tanks that he can take down. There's a Panther 2 and there's a Borsig. He needs to be careful about the Borsig. Okay, can take down that guy. Hello, Mr. Chrysler. 1 up the rear. Okay, so it's another kill. It's up to 4 now. Can you get a top gun? Panther 2. It's going to need at least 2 or 3 rounds on this guy. It's going to be a difficult, but he might be able to pick off some of the other tanks. Just let this Astron Rex fall back and reload. He's probably at this moment still blowing away his 105mm, but we'll take that one over the shoulder. And we get it into the Panther. Now, kill shot. Ah! Unfortunately, it's not ours. But the Borsig's been spotted, so we'll take rounds at him. And thank you very much. And that goes in. And the kill shot, in fact, goes to the Skoda. So we missed out on that occasion. But we've got a 50 TM. Got 1 in. Now somebody else is going to claim the kill. Yes. In fact, this time round, it was the Arty, the M40, M43. We've got a T92 just over there. Just the rear of him. And that's a kill. So that's 5 kills, and there's only 1 enemy left. It's the Lorraine. We've got no shot from here. No. Oh, now we have. Oh, I think that might have actually, yes, just missed him. At least it's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the 2nd class tanker for Red Dog Alpha 1 in the T26E5 Patriot. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually got 5 in the end, just 1 short of getting that top gun, and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, as well as a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. And his win rate in this game was 2,776, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, that actually went to the T44 on our team, who got a Confederate and 3,613 hit points, but he didn't get the high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. 2nd highest damage in the game turned out to be the T28 prototype, who actually got 2,522 hit points. And in 3rd place, it was the GeForce 1010, who managed 2,267, with Red Dog Alpha 1 actually in 4th place on damage with 1,909. When it came to kills, though, he got the highest number with 5. 3 kills went to the T28 prototype, 2 kills went to the M40, M43, and the Progetto 46 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place because the T44 managed 1,181, the T28 prototype 1,049, and Red Dog Alpha 1 got 1,028. One of only 3 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. The IS-6 managed to steal wall, the Lurva managed to Spartan, and on the enemy team, their Lurva managed to cool-headed as well. He fired 12 rounds, got 11 direct hits on the enemy, 10 penetrations, 1,909 hit points of damage, of which 579 were at more than 300 meters, so most of it at close range. 7 hits received from the enemy, 2 penetrations, 5 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage. This goes to show that this thing is actually quite tough, and the tank that actually did manage to get the penetrations on him, well, that was the VK, I'm afraid. Yes, that was rather unfortunate. And of course, he did get hit once as well by the Chrysler. 649 hit points, 640 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, 480 hit points of damage assistance. Now, you made a profit on this game of 111,455 credits and 3,238 experience points as well. This goes to show that this tank is actually a very good earner, because remember, he only fired 12 shots, but he comes out of the battle with 111,000 credits. That's very good for a battle that only lasted 7.5 minutes. And it's actually, if you play to its strengths and keep it hull down, you can really, really effectively dominate an area and also hopefully help your team to win. So anyway, first battle is a success and second class. Let's have a look at the second game. In the second replay, we can see that Red Dog Alpha 1's ended up on cliff again, but this time he's on the north spawn of a standard game. Game on! Now, not all of the Pershings were actually turned into the Patriot style with the colours, the stars and stripes. In fact, actually, you only see the stripes on the barrel of this tank. But the thing is that they did actually get a lot of the things that you saw as on the Super Pershing actually fitted onto the Patriot as standard. They got new equilibrators for the 90mm gun, which obviously were slapdash, were put together rather hurriedly for the Super Pershing. Now, one of the enemy tanks, hello! Oh! He didn't time that perfect. Oh dear, the EBR got up there, but our EBR I think is already up there as well. And he's going to stop that guy from moving. In the meantime, we're kind of stopped as well, which makes us a target. There's no enemy art in this game, so we're not likely to get an arty round, but we might get shot at if the enemy do spot us. I think that EBR's just too busy to have a go at us. Okay, well, T32 is coming up the other side, and our Comet's pulling back because, of course, he's not as well armoured as we are. At the moment, we seem to have the opposite side of the donut down the other end, so it looks like we managed to get the advantage on the enemy. So it might be a good idea to send somebody around the hill and the coastline, because we've got a K91 PT suddenly popped up to our left. Don't see that on the mini-map, and we're in danger. We've got the rock between us and them, but we did get spotted, and now we've got to try and deal with that problem. He's hull down in there, and yep, did get hit, but he didn't get penned. We do have a few tank destroyers in position, so if we can force that guy to make a mistake, then the tank destroyers will finish him off for us. Ideally, you want to get a bit closer. The Comet's in a good position. He's keeping that guy spotted. And in fact, actually, the K91 is firing back at our tank destroyers. I think a lot of cliff battles, the players tend to forget about going around the cliff. Ow! Well, we took that one on the gun, and we fixed it straight away. It's actually quite... that was quite an effective shot by the K91. You know, you can see it's on the muzzle brake. And our teammate just drives straight in front of us. That was the T34 Black, by the way, if you wondered who it was. I noticed the rear of the hull, the rear of the turret looked identical to a T34. Okay. They're kind of holding us up here now, and there's 3 of them, so it's not good. We have let the enemy get the better of us around the cliff, and now we've got that problem up on the top of the cliff as well. EBR Hotchkiss is all alone up there, and he's spotting our guys, telling his teammates where we are. I don't think we need to worry about T32. But we certainly do need to worry about these guys because they could be a major problem. Oh, he slipped straight back down the moment we got lined up on him. Now he's firing standard APCR, but he's switched now to premium, which is obviously the smart move to make. And the 705 comes into sight just as our T34 blows himself up. Yeah, we did get that one into the side, but we needed to wait until we got the whole hull. And now we can probably fire over the engine deck of the T34 now that he's just a bonfire. No, that one hit the front of the K91. Ideally, we want to get the shots over the engine deck into the side of the 705. There he is. He's behind the rock, but he has to poke out every now and then. Oh, we're being... Yep, he can see us straight at us. And he's missing us. There he is. Yes, good shot. Got that one in just on the lower quarter of the front plate. And, oh, we've now got a bit of a problem. The VK is now crowding us out, but we have to let him get there and do it again. Yes, nice shot. 705 is now getting worried because if K91 goes down behind him and then the T29, he's kind of stranded and he doesn't seem to be getting anywhere with our tank destroyers either. So, yep, hit the armor, but it didn't do any damage as it's too acute an angle. He can track the guy, but he can't actually do anything else. And he switched back to standard APCR to actually do that. And yep, he's tracked, so he's not going anywhere. As soon as he fixes his tracks, we just detrack them again. The Comet's in a position where he might be able to get shots into the side of that 705. I'm not sure if he can actually pin it, but he does have the 17 pounder, so he should be able to. Now we can get him. Yep, got a critical hit. He did take damage as well. Only 13 hit points though. He switched to the HE. Now he's switching back to APCR. He's going to have difficulty trying to get through the hull at this angle. Oh, VK, you poked out too often. It's the T29 that got the VK. But the VK is actually providing us with an extra wreck to fire at. And yep, he's got another critical hit. He's got a nice little gap there that he can shoot through. There's no problem behind us. The T32's in trouble. Is gone, rather. That's... oh, we did get a pen there. 219. Okay, just keep going on that one. Because it's tracking him. He can't move anywhere unless he burns his repair kit. And you can just keep pumping those rounds in until the 705 expires. That was a very, very good shot to get that one in. Because now that 705 is basically dead. He is having to spend his premium rounds to do it. And unfortunately, that's just track. He's now trying to wag his gunner to say, no, you can't do that. And that one, you've got to remember, these shells are actually hitting the engine deck area. Those ones are just getting tracks. And he's now firing the APCR. And he's got another pen. And he's now just... one shot away from killing him. Oh, now notice he fixed his tracks there very quickly, trying to get into position so he couldn't get tracked. And now he knows he's dead, because if he does pull back at all, he's going to be a goner. He was trying to wag his gunner to say, no, you can't kill me. Yes, he can. I would go to... I'd go around the corner, actually use the wreck of the VK to get a better angle on the 705. I'm not sure if he's actually realised that he can use the front deck area, shoot over the top of the front deck of the VK, and he should be able to get rounds right into the side. Okay, he's gone back to the to try and get those shots in a small amount at a time. Now he's realised it at last. Good. Now he's got a better angle. He can pump through the just above the tracks. He's fixed his tracks. But we'll detrack those. Not yet. Go for the drive wheel. Just at the rear. There you go. Oh, he got the kill. Nice. Okay, that means there's just the T25-2 and the K91 PT down there. But they're kind of isolated now. And our guys can start ganging up on them. and all go in together. Got plenty of health. Now's the time to rush them and take them out. The EBR, well, he can't really provide much help while we're up here, and the EBR's gone down. He actually stayed still too long, and he got taken out by the, I think it was the SU-130PM. Okay, Jagdpanther's covering us. We go the next step. This is where it gets fun. Okay, sometimes you can ram the enemy off the cliff. If they go into one of these little gullies, and yes, you can just push them off. But note, they've actually departed this area, and they pulled back. Probably back all the way to the sniper spot. Yep, the Striv's on the move quite rapidly. We just put the pedal to the metal and just keep going, because the Striv's not being fired at, and so that means they have pulled all the way back. Oh, this is good. All those shots paid off in the end. He did have to fire a fair number of them, but yes, he did actually kill a 705. It's worth noting as well, 705's a tier 9, he's only a tier 8. So yeah, he did take down a superior tank. Okay, use the houses for cover. So keep going. Keep going. Oh, T25-2 was cheeky. And there's one of them, the SU-130PM. Lovely shot, good hit. 258. The SU-130PM pulls down because he's a little worried now. He's losing hit points and he's gone. So it's just the T25 and the K91 who's up in the sniper's nest. Now, this is where it gets a bit dangerous. We should really go for the K91. Ignore the T25 too, because he's sitting behind that rock, just at the base. Okay, now keep going, because he's got a rock in between us. The Jagdpanther's got the right answer there. Just keep pushing. He's got a rock up there. The Jagdpanther will stop. We can then go past him. Okay, there's the corner. No. Keep going. That's it. Now you've got him. There's a corner. Work with that. That's it. Beautiful. Oh. Don't let him turn to gain an advantage back. The Jagdpanther then tries right in front of us. Now! Yes! Brilliant! And that's it. The game's over. He's done it. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was another second-class tanker for Red Dog Alpha 1 in the T26E5 Patriot. He managed to get a sharpshooter medal for 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He managed to get 5 exactly, and his win rate was higher on this one, 3,799, as opposed to the 2776 that he got on the previous game. Anyway, let's have a look at the team score and see where he did or what he did. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the 50 TP on our team, who actually picked up a cool-headed high caliber and steel wall for 4,516 hit points of damage. Second highest damage turned out to be the SU-130PM on the enemy team with 2,766. He got a tank sniper, but yes, you saw Red Dog Alpha 1 get around into that guy for a fair amount as well. I think it was about 258 hit points. Third highest damage in the game turned out to be the enemy K91 PT, and yes, we saw what happened to him. 2,688 hit points of damage. And we can see that Red Dog Alpha 1 got 2,406, which means he was bettered by 2 players on the enemy team, 2 on his own. He's in 5th place on damage. When it came to kills, though, he's actually in joint 3rd place because the top scorer was the SU-130PM. He was in the sniper position, so that's why he got so many kills. 3 kills went to our Jagdpanther, and 2 kills went to the 50 TP, to Red Dog Alpha 1, to the Striv 1030, and the SU-130PM on our team. And the only tank on the enemy team that got 2 kills was their Object 705. And when it came to base XP, yep, Red Dog Alpha 1's right at the top this time with 1,119 base experience points. 1,061 went to the Jagdpanther and 1,026 went to the 50 TP. So yes, they were the best players and they were the ones that carried this game. He fired 38 rounds in this game, a lot more than the previous one. 33 direct hits on the enemy, 10 penetrations, and 3 splash. Damage of 2,406 hit points, of which 258 were at more than 300 meters. 2 hits received. Yeah, one was a penetration, one was a non-penetration. We saw the hit actually. I think it was K91PT as it came in. 390 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles damaged. 2 were killed. 264 hit points of damage assistance. Now, he did earn a profit from this game, even though he fired an awful lot of rounds, some of them premium rounds. He got 36,394 credits profit out of this game, and that's including a mission completion bonus. And he also took away 3,525 experience points as well. So it was a profitable game, even though he had all the trouble of trying to get that 705. And it took a long time to do it, but he did take him down in the end. And of course, he then took down the K91PT with a perfect shot. Just as the guy came up and exposed his lower plate, he fired the round in, and yes, it hit home, and he got the kill. So 2 good kills in the game, both of them tier 9 tanks, and taken out by a tier 8 premium. Let's have a look at the third replay. This time round, we're on the south spawn of Steps, and it's a tier 10 game. Game on. Well, I saw something very frightening in the corner of my eye. I don't know if you can see it on the team list. The enemy team has a Waffenträger auf E100. Yes, the waffle factory. Yes, unfortunately, that means there's going to be big trouble. We don't know which side of the map he's on as well. So this could be quite exciting, dodging these huge missiles coming at us. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be actually defending on this side of the map. I reckon the Waffenträger will actually try and go the opposite direction. Okay, this is where we can prove that the armor on this thing is very, very, very good. Looks like he's trying to get to the rock. And he's managed to make it. Okay. Now, the good thing is now he can stop the enemy. Oh! IS-3-2. Now, the problem here is there is Arty in this game. The enemy team's got a GW Tiger and then 53 M55. We tried to side scrape on this rock. They will take advantage of it. So he's going to have to keep poking out like this and hugging the rock. Okay, he's fluffed his first shot. Can we make him fluff his second shot? Lower plate? Didn't work. Not this time. Luckily, our RT is working for us because the IS-3-2 has pulled back. Now, we don't know if there's somebody in the corner. There might be. They have enough tank destroyers to do that. They've got an SU-130PM, Scorpion G, and yes, there is. Oh, he's here! The Waffle is here! Now, we haven't seen him in a battle for a while. Not everybody's fancy, but they are quite interesting on what they can do. Yes. Oh dear, he's on one side of the battlefield. I didn't anticipate that. I really didn't. Okay, this should be interesting then, because we really don't have the armor to stand up to a Waffle, but let's see if he can do it. IS-3 pulls back. Good, nice work. He managed to plate that guy. Now he can get the Waffle if he pokes around the corner. The gun shield is very weak, so yes, they may have a good gun, but they're also very weak. Now we can take a shot on the Centurion 5-1. Standard B is an easy hit. Lower plate, nice shot. Got a high roll there. 254. He's baiting them. And he can keep them occupied while our other guys are getting shots. Poke out, take a shot. Oh, blocked that one. And he got the upper plate of the standard B this time. Low roll though. Trouble is that that Waffle is looking this way. Okay, now. Do it now. Yes. Nice shot. Did it again. And the Waffle took some damage this time, and he's low on hit points. So it looks like he has been focused on by some of our teammates. And we are picking up spotting, so we are helping. Okay, go for low plate. Yes! got a pen, low roll, 222. And we've got to worry about the Centurion 5-1. He's got the guys who are actually to the left of us. So he is now a threat. And Arty's firing. Ow. Yeah, that's a good splash right next door to our engine. And the Centurion is not too far away. I mean, we might have to side scrape on this corner. Yeah, because that's what I was worried about. The Centurion will start pumping rounds into us. Okay. What can he do? Okay, go for it again. Yep, got it. Lower plate. Okay, this is good. Watch out for the Arty when he fires. You need to move forward as quickly as possible. Get the rock. Yes. Only 23 from splash. If he thinks we're further back when we take the shot. Yeah, there's the Centurion. And watch out, we're getting an AMX 1390 trying to get us as well. Okay. One into the Centurion 5-1. That's the Australian one. The RAAC. Oh. Didn't. The Waffle's not firing in our direction. Now. Ow. Oh dear. Now. Yes. He's holding back virtually an entire army on this corner. Yes. It's funny. This is genuinely funny because they can't get him. And he's killed the Standard B. He's not alone, actually. He's got a couple of players behind him. And they're keeping that AMX 1390 and the Centurion down. Now, if that 1390 pulls out, he might be able to get a shot at the guy when he does. Now, pull back, pull back. There we go. Right, can get a shot now. Oh, no, he's gone. Okay, go the other way. Get in quick. Okay, now. Oh, no, he tried to auto-aim. You need to aim ahead of the target. And he's going to get a few shots on us. Now, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. And he's gone! The Arty got him! He just made himself an easy target because he was predictable for the M53. I thought the guys behind us were going to get the kills because they were just going to see him going round and round in circles. And then, of course, he just punished them. Oh, the Centurion managed to get around in, but we fired one back. Both of us are gone. No, it's the 907 who got the kill on the Centurion. I thought it was Red Dog Alpha 1, but no. But they are doing well now. They're pushing the enemy back, and I think a lot of enemy tanks are fairly weak. I know it shows that the values are around about the same, but look, that Waffle is now only 451 hit points. Now, if only we can pass the pass it off to somebody else. Now, can I get a... Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually use free cam. No, I can use free cam. Okay, so we are going to follow in free cam because we don't have a picture. We're not following the next tank that's dead. We know that there's two up here. There's the 30B. The Waffenträger auf E100 is somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, there's the Waffle. Now, I think some of our guys might know that. The little beastie is just behind there. Looks like the M53, M55 on the enemy team's about to go back to the garage. Oh, and we've got a Heshbon coming down. Did anyone order waffles? Well, I rather think that this Waffenträger is about to get, well, pan-fried. He just took another round from somebody to our south. And the Heshbon is trying to get into a position where he can shoot down on him. Ow! And unfortunately, the Scorpion up on the heights over there managed to get a shot to take out the Heshbon. So it's going to have to be the Charioteer or the Striv. Oh, there's the kill shot. Arty gets it. M53, M55, leaving only one enemy left. And there he is, up on the heights. Let's get over there and see as he gets killed. We just took out one of our tanks. I'm trying to get into a position where we can see what's going on. Our M53 is on the move, actually. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to get behind the Scorpion for protection. Meanwhile, our Charioteer and Strip 1030 are closing in from the east. I think the enemy Scorpion's probably going to abandon his position and head down in that direction. If so, the Scorpion is going to be the first one to find him. There he is. He is on the move. He's trying to get away. Our Scorpion G is going in to intercept. Well, he did get hit. I think that might have been the Striv. And there's the kill shot from the Scorpion G. And the game is over. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was a second-class tanker for Red Dog Alpha 1. So that means he's had 3 second-class tankers in a row on the Patriot. Well, not quite, because he actually had a few games in between. But on the ones he's actually sent to us, all 3 of them been second-class tankers. But all 3 games, he's been instrumental in getting the win. And in fact, on the last game, he actually held back virtually the one flank of the entire team, the enemy team, all on his own. Well, basically on his own. He did have a couple of teammates behind him, but he was the one who's right at the front. He managed to get a second-class tanker. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and his win rate was higher, 3,340. I seem to recall, was it less than time? No, it was actually more than last time, but this time it's 3,340. It's still super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team scores and see where he was. Well, the highest damage in this game turned out to be the Kampfpanzer 07 or 7 PE with 4,227. Second highest damage turned out to be the Striv 1030. He picked up a Confederate in 2,650. And the third highest damage was the IS-3A on the enemy team with 2,239. I'd say to the guy who actually has the Waffenträger auf E100, you need to learn how to shoot, I think, because, oh boy, you've got a very big piece of machinery there, and you only got 1894. So, yeah, get some practice. Anyway, when it came to kills... Actually, I didn't even show Red Dog Alpha 1's. 2,168 hit points of damage by him. He was beaten by 3 players on the enemy team, 2 on his own, which actually puts him in 6th place on damage. When it came to kills, he only got the 1, unfortunately. But the Scorpion G managed to get 3 kills. 2 kills went to the Kampfpanzer 7 PE and also to the T49 on our team. We've got a Piscucci's medal and the Object 907. On the enemy team, their M53, M55 got 2 kills. So did the Centurion 5-1, the Scorpion, the Kampfpanzer 7. And yes, one of those kills in the Centurion was us. When it came to base XP, though, yes, there's Red Dog Alpha 1's right at the top, 1,140. And I think that's down to the spotting. Second highest was Scorpion G, 1,004. And they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. He fired 14 rounds in this game, much, much less, but then he was on a very hot spot. 12 direct hits on the enemy, 9 penetrating shots, and 2,168 hit points of damage, of which 481 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 9 hits from the enemy, but only 4 of them penetrated, 4 non-penetrations, and 6 hits by way of splash. And, well, yes, he did get hit by the enemy Arty, I think actually 3 times, but he only actually suffered damage, I think, from 2 of them. 820 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 2,044 hit points of damage assistance. He earned a non-for-profit, 84,612 credits, and he got 5,301 experience points as well, because he got a mission completion on the XP. So 3 very good games in the Patriot. It has changed. They buffed it. It's better. And now it's more fun. It's more of the tank that it used to be in the past. It used to be a long time back that Quickie Baby would take out his Patriot because he'd enjoy it because he'd just blast away and keep pumping those 90mm rounds down range. And even if the enemy tried to take you down, the shells would literally bounce off the turret armor. So it was a lot of fun back then. But of course, with stat creeps and the new tanks that were brought into the game, it became sort of like a second rater, and many people just didn't want to play the Patriot anymore. But it's got its mojo back now, and it's really punishing the enemy in really good ways. So yes, if you've got a Patriot, consider taking it out. I actually don't have the Patriot, not the one with the Constitution on it, the We the People. I actually have the plainclothes one because, of course, people see the plainclothes Patriot and they think of it's just a Pershing. They don't realize what it actually is. It is the Patriot. It's the premium version, but just in plain clothes. But of course, I probably will eventually one day get the one with the Constitution on. After all, I do actually have a copy of the Constitution on my desk, and also actually Declaration of Independence. Well, it's a rather important document, and it's always good to have a good read every now and then. And if you're trying to understand what's going on in America, it helps to be able to know all the amendments and what they actually mean. I hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.